Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Podcast.
Vodcast. Today is Sunday. I'm Connor, by the way. This is David.
David.
Today is Sunday. We went to Mass today.
I did homework. I'll go tonight.
The review of the week, I guess, would be... Well, so we're working on our True Devotion right now. And 12 preliminary days are up. We're on first week right now.
Yeah.
Getting reconsecrated on September 7th? 7th? No, not September 7th. November 7th. No, October 7th. Wow, I'm really messed up right now. So we're getting reconsecrated October 7th. And what's something that happened to you during this week that was pretty funny? Besides last night. We'll get to that later.
I don't know. To be honest, this week's been pretty chill. Not a lot of homework. I have a couple tests next week. I've been kind of studying for. I think I understand it pretty well, but I haven't really put hours into studying. Which probably isn't the best idea, but we'll see how they go.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, nothing really interesting happened except over the weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. So, the weekend, what did we do on the weekend? We didn't really do much, did we?
Well, Friday night, we were supposed to start freshman retreat.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, our freshman retreat got canceled. There were too little freshmen not signed up. So, basically, the retreat got canceled. We did a Chopped show.
Oh, a Chopped.
We played awesome. Chopped, and one team had to incorporate pickle juice into their...
Also, a little bit of background. We just basically took all the food we could find in Newman and put it on the counter, and that included stuff like fake chicken nuggets,
green beans,
like hash
squash,
browns, squash, peppers,
just the
tomatoes,
most random items.
Pickle juice, jelly, just random stuff.
Really random stuff.
And we split up into 2 teams of 5, and you had a minute to discuss with your group what you wanted to make using what was on the counter. And then when they said go, you just had to rush and grab as many ingredients as you could. And then you had 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, we gave them I think 45 minutes.
45 minutes to cook whatever you had. And then they made it even more challenging by giving my team they had to use pickle juice in whatever they were making. And the other team had to use
jelly or honey. They incorporated the honey into the rice? No, there was no
honey's
rice.
Easy to add to stuff, though.
The honey was easy for them.
Okay.
But they had to use pickle juice
we put pickle juice in the green beans. It actually wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. As a judge, I could taste the pickle juice in the green beans.
I thought it gave it a little bit of a nice kick to it.
Little salty taste, but
we probably put in a little too much.
Yeah, it could have been a lot.
Yeah, so my team, we actually had a good plan of what we were making. We sautéed squash, peppers, tomatoes, and onions. We put it on just some plain noodles. I thought we should have spiced up the noodles, put some sort of broth in it.
Noodles could have used something.
They didn't. I wanted to use for the care packages we got noodles with chicken or beef seasoning.
Right.
I wanted to use those instead because that would have added the flavor.
That would have added a lot of flavor.
But I got turned down. Oops, there's something on the...
Oh no.
It's just at 20%.
Okay. 20% left.
That's funny.
We're filming it on a phone, so hopefully this phone doesn't die.
Don't have to tell them now.
Well.
So we put that on noodles, and then we took the fake chicken, baked those in the oven, and we put the chicken nuggets on top.
Oh, there were French fries too. They could have used, but no one used the French fries. Could have used that as mashed potatoes.
What did we do after that? Then we also wanted to make green beans as a side dish, so we sautéed some green beans and onions. We took some bacon bits off of some bagel bites and put them in the green beans. And then we had to use pickle juice, so we thought it would work best with the green beans, so we put a little bit in with the green beans. Then we put a little bit more in because we thought they had to be able to actually taste it, so we put a little bit more, and then apparently you could taste it pretty well.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
But overall, I think our meal was pretty good. It was, aside from the pickle juice, maybe a little bland. We couldn't find any pepper. And they didn't want to use cinnamon and red pepper for some reason.
I mean, they could have, but I don't know. You have some interesting ideas sometimes.
But yeah, I think ours was pretty good. What did the other team made some really weird stuff?
Do you guys did the pasta, right?
We did the pasta.
With the chicken on top.
Yeah.
The other team did they just sauteed everything, honestly.
What exactly was in there? I mean,
I
it
don't
was
know.
like hot dogs and
It was like a raw hot dog. They couldn't cook the hot dog fast enough, so they put it in the oven. It was still rubbery when I was eating it, and then he was cutting the hot dog in half before he even cooked it.
yeah.
Yeah, he was cutting it straight down, and then and he was cutting it on a plate, and he was holding it straight up. Like the hot dog was staying straight up as he was cutting down the hot dog. He could have just put it on the plate. That would have made it a lot easier. Yeah, it was interesting to watch it as a judge for sure because there was a lot of chaos in that kitchen.
Yeah, they had like a weird potato, squash, hot dog, chip, casserole.
It was so funny to eat it.
Thing I don't.
Cause I looked at it, I was like, "What is in here? Is it a hot dog?" Yeah, it was funny.
The presentation, the judging at the end was the best.
The presentation was the best part, especially they put ranch on the rim of the plate, and then they put a little pepper in the ranch to make it look a little better. It was funny. Yeah.
Adam was funny as a judge.
Yeah.
He was just ripping on everybody.
Also, he was like the Simon Cowell.
Apparently, he really hates pickles too, so he instantly hated us.
Of course. Yeah.
We won, by the way.
Yeah, they won. What else happened? So
then we played table soccer.
Played table soccer.
Did not get blisters on my feet this time.
I got one blister on the back of my heel. There it was. I mean, I just cut it off.
I think our team
cut off the blister.
Did my team end up losing? I think we lost.
I don't know. It was a fun game though. Lots of people were hit in the face. Many injuries could have resulted, but
we went like 20 minutes without a goal being scored or something like crazy.
It was a long time. People were sweating so much. You guys watched Lord of the Rings last night?
Yeah, but what happened before then?
You know what? We played. Wait, should we say this?
That's probably gonna be the main topic of.
Okay, we played sardines.
Oh, that's what I was thinking,
But we played it in a building, and should we? I guess we should. It doesn't matter. I mean, we played it in Baldwin Hall, and so it was the whole building we played sardines in.
But there's actually not that many places to hide. It's mostly classrooms.
Not gonna lie, I did get a good hiding spot.
You did get a good hiding spot.
We only hid 3 times, and the first time at one of the people that is at Newman, he hid, and I found him immediately. So the next round that we played, I was the person hiding, and so I picked this spot behind a door. And so what happened was, this is the funny part. What happened was the door shut so perfectly that I was in this corner. And the door was against the wall.
It's like the room wasn't exactly rectangle. It was kind of like trapezoid shaped.
It looked interesting.
Yeah.
The way the room was set up, the shape.
So that when the door was against the wall, there was actually still a little bit of room for you.
There was
in the corner.
barely a room for one person to fit back there without the door opening at all. So I was hiding there, and I hid there I was sitting in there for 15 minutes before one of the people found me, and then when she found me, she hid behind the door she couldn't fit behind the door at first, so she was like, where should I hide? She sat on the sink, and then this girl comes in, I guess
someone who's not playing with us,
someone who we have no idea who she is. She's I guess she's locking up for the night or something like that, but she wasn't technically locking up, but she was shutting all the doors to the classrooms and stuff. So me and this other girl that were hiding in there, she was on the sink, like I said. This girl walks in. She looks in the room. She's on her phone. She looks in the room. Doesn't see the girl sitting on the sink. Turns off the light. Shuts the door. And then walks away. And I look over at the person that's on the sink and I say, she didn't even see us. She didn't see us at all. So she got up off the sink. She came behind the door. We opened the door again. I don't think we turned on the light. We left the light off. And then we just wait. It's been
you waited
30.
Waited a little while. I went up to the third floor, back down to the first, then came back up to the second, and then looked in that room because I had thought about hiding there if I ever got picked. And I was just looking around, and it's a pretty small room. There's just it's like an office, break room.
Yeah, it's like
couple
imagine like a
printers and
break
stuff,
room
yeah.
for eating.
But not very big, very small.
Right.
And you know, I'm in there with two other people, and we're looking around, and like there's really no place to hide, and so we leave, and I just think, you know what, I'll just check behind the door real quick, because there was one time we first played, Adam hid behind the door, and no one found him.
Right.
It was ridiculous. So I just glanced, and I saw Connor and the other person there, and I, instead of just like immediately hiding, I just like looked real quick, saw them, and just like backed off, and then just like left with the other two people, turned off the light, walked around the corner, waited like a minute till they were gone, and then came back to hide.
Yeah, he didn't want to give away
because
that.
only so many people can fit behind that door.
Right. So if he hid with that group of people with him, then there would be too many people in there, and he just wanted to hide for himself. So he hid with us. We hid for like, I don't know, like 30 more. It was a really long time. People kept walking in and walking out. Every time they would walk in,
look they would look like in a 350-degree arc.
And there was like
stop short of us and then just back out.
And I don't know what I ate that night, but I was feeling gassy. It was probably from the food. It was probably from the food that we had at Chopped. We were playing Chopped. It was probably from that food because I was feeling gassy, juice. And my stomach was making some janked up noises. It was like I was holding in every time I almost like let some gas out. I'd say it, and then I'd be like, oh wait, I'll just hold it, and then all of a sudden you just hear my stomach like. And
it was so.
It was three of us behind this door. So like if the south breeze came.
I mean, it was like I wasn't really hidden at all. Like only half of me was behind the door.
Yeah, you were. We were.
I was pretty exposed, but no one
saw us.
Someone literally turned all the way around. I'm pretty sure they stopped and saw me, but then they just walked out and never came back.
It was a crazy. Anyways, it was
so crazy. We had to end up texting some people.
Like I texted one of the guys. I was like, "We're still here," and we called him, and we're like, "We're still here. We haven't shut the door off. We haven't shut the door because all the doors were other ones were shut, and they were wondering if, like we." Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, you want to move on to last night with the fort real quick?
Last night with the fort. Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay. So we made a blanket fort, and we hung blankets from the ceiling. Ceiling tiles
all around the couches. It was pretty big. It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
It could have been better.
We left. We got some dinner. We came back.
Played some volleyball.
We saw two people in a car drive by. Then they went into the Newman building. I'm like, okay. David went inside, and then I came inside, and David's like, they took the fort. I was like, what? He's like, grab a Nerf gun. They took the fort. So we go into the
father's closet because we know he keeps them.
He has Nerf guns in there. So we take two Nerf guns. We close up the closet. We go over to the fort, and then we try to take it back. But it wasn't working because one of the people in the fort had a bat.
And they had balls. They were throwing balls.
At us. And then they mentioned lasagna.
They were eating their lasagna inside, and when we came in, we saw the lasagna on the counter.
Yeah. So he saw I didn't. He saw the lasagna on the counter in the kitchen. Yeah. So he's like, okay, the lasagna's in the kitchen. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah. And then we ran out of ammo, so we went back to get more. Then we came back, and I found out that Connor is what happened.
So so what I did, I went behind the fort. I crawled under these blankets, and I had my Nerf gun.
I'm back getting ammo at this point. You're staying there watching them.
Gloria's in there, taken hostage supposedly, and I crawl in through the blankets, and I'm looking at Gloria. I'm looking at two out of the people, and they're on the I don't know what it's called. It's like a couch, but it's a footstool for the couch. Whatever it's called. There on the footstool couch thing is the lasagna. And I'm like, why do they have lasagna in here? Like it's a whole tray of lasagna. It's sitting on this cookie sheet.
It's a pan of lasagna on a cookie sheet.
On this cookie sheet.
On the footstool
which
thing. They've made into a wall.
Yes. So I yelled to David. I go, David, like I'm about to take over. And so I rush inside, and then all of a sudden I hear, I'm coming in! And I look over.
And I just run through the window wall that has the footstool on it, and apparently the lasagna. I didn't know that they had put the lasagna on the wall.
You don't know what I saw from my perspective. What I saw from my perspective was this man just charging the blanket fort. and then all of a sudden his foot steps into the lasagna pan, and he jumps out, and everyone's screaming. I look down at David's foot. It's okay. He wasn't wearing socks either, so it's even grosser. His toes are stuck in the lasagna. He's standing on the ground, and there's like red sauce all up on the front part of his half of his foot. And so we're just standing there like laughing, like it's contaminated lasagna. Oh my god.
Okay, to be fair, I knew when my foot hit the lasagna that there was something wrong, and so I didn't put my whole foot down on the ground. I kept my toes off the ground.
Imagine if it was your whole foot.
That would have been bad.
Oh man, it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I think is that all the time we have?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, well that was basically the recap of our week from Tuesday, but it was fun. It was fun stuff. So I guess we'll see them next time. I guess.
Yep. See you next week.